supposed to answer them in the moment.
So, hey, everybody, thank you very much. Oh, we're still working. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is our live stream of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, Episode 3, The People versus Emil Blonsky. Glad to have you. Thank you for those who are tuning in. Just to give you just a quick update, we're father and son Star Wars podcast, now Father Son Galaxy. I'm Kerwin. This is Keith.
Yes, and by the way, if you guys are leaving comments, please be sure to type Q+ before your question.
Exactly. All right. So please leave your comments, and we will get to your comments. I see
Hello,
Alex is there. Thank you, Alex, for joining us again. All right. So let's get into our spoiler review of Episode 3. Once again, we are spoiling it, so we're hoping that you've seen it, or if you have not seen it, you don't mind us spoiling it, but we're going to talk about it. All right, so here we go. So,
remember last episode when they ended with the cliffhanger and Abomination breaks out of jail? Well, he didn't break out, and Jennifer figured out the reason why he left. So apparently, Emil went back to his cell after he got broken out, and guess who broke him out? Wow!
Sorcerer Supreme, right?
Yep. And, enjoy the fourth wall, because she breaks that a lot, just like punches it down with her She-Hulk size fist.
Right. Jennifer.
She's like, this is not a cameo every week show. It is. And Bruce, and Wong, and another cameo, which we'll discuss.
We'll discuss later, right? Exactly. So, apparently, Wong took Emil out of prison so he can use him as a worthy opponent to train to become Sorcerer Supreme, right?
Which is awkward.
Yeah, I don't even know if I buy that story, but anyway. So, but Emil, to his credit, said, "Okay, well, I want to come back to prison because that's I want to do my time, and I at some point want to be released, but I want to be released the right way." Okay, all right, so.
And then for some reason, people keep spreading rumors like, "Oh, She-Hulk got rejected from the Avengers, which are no longer a thing."
Right. This is how quickly rumors
like breaking news.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Emil is now in front of this parole board. So they're going to make the decision whether he gets out early or if he stays in jail longer. So they want to know if he's been rehabilitated. And Tim Roth, great actor. He's trying to explain that he is, and wholeheartedly, physically, mentally, he's ready. He's been rehabilitated, and Jennifer's there obviously to she's
and
his attorney.
His better eights.
Yes, he has
all his 7 soulmates.
Yes, he has soulmates. Now, it's been a long time since I've seen the Incredible Hulk film. Where were the soulmates?
I haven't seen it at all.
Oh, that's right. Okay, all right. We're gonna have to add that to our list.
Alex doesn't buy Wong's statement either.
It seems very far fetched. I don't.
Although it kind of ties into Shang-Chi, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're not quite sure. So the idea is, Wong pays Jennifer a visit, right? And he explains what happened, why he did it. So what Jen wants him to do is to come back to his parole board and explain, on behalf of Emil, that Wong forced Emil out of prison. So it had nothing to do with Blonsky's decision to leave prison.
Wong forced him out. And then Wong lost track of time. A man who could make instant portals lost track of time.
Right, that was pretty funny. Yeah.
And then explained just in the nick of time that he was the one who caused Blonsky's escape.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And he afterwards wanted to return.
Other witnesses besides Wong to prove their case that Emil is a changed man and he's doing very good. When he was in prison, he did some inspirational things for other inmates. So apparently the board fell for it. and they're going to release him. All
And
right.
it's hilarious. Like
Yeah.
Walt just he is kind of like the Flash in that sense. Like he has the ability to go literally anywhere and lose a track of time.
Yeah, right. That was an excuse. So he might have been doing something else, that he doesn't want people
Might
to
have
know
been doing
about.
something sus.
You never know. He might have been doing something
Among
sus.
Us.
All right, so that was pretty much. So there are two stories, right? A story and B story. So that's the A story.
Oh, popping the popcorn. Hello.
Hello, hey, what's going on? Thank you for joining us.
What's
Poppin' Popcorn.
poppin'?
What's poppin'? There you go. Let's talk about the B story. All right. So
I've
now,
got it for you.
sure.
So
Absolutely.
Dennis Bukowski fell for a scam. He's one of the other lawyers. He was
District
in the first
attorney?
episode.
Yes, right. He and Jen used to work together for the same
Yeah.
law firm. Yeah.
So he got defrauded by his ex-girlfriend, who was Megan Thee Stallion. Psych! It was an Asgardian elf shapeshifter, Ruda, who was pretending to be Megan Thee Stallion on a dating site, and this man spent $175,000 on her. And now they're going to court. This is the People's Court. But they mentioned Megan Thee Stallion 12 times in this episode. Maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very interesting. Like they wanted to emphasize that Megan Thee Stallion is eventually going to show up in this episode, apparently, and she does. Right? She makes an appearance in the courtroom. But you're right. So this.
Yeah, she's like, "Ha! There's only one Megan Thee Stallion."
That's right. So you're right. There's this Asgardian elf who is a shapeshifter, and she shifted into Megan Thee Stallion. Bukowski fell for it, and he spent money, which obviously, Megan Thee Stallion has her own money, so I can't see why she would want to take $175,000
because it's not really Megan Thee Stallion.
Well, no, right, and that's why I'm thinking, why didn't Dennis, right, his first name, Bukowski, didn't realize that? So
maybe because he's a very entitled man.
Yeah, and yeah, he's not very smart.
Jen literally says that he's delusional and self-absorbed.
He is delusional. He is
self-absorbed.
Yes, he is self-absorbed. He is also, he's not very nice to people, women in particular. I think he, looks at them as not equal, and
which is rude.
So really, he got what he deserved. Although, in the end, the court ruled in his favor. But it's just very interesting that he fell for something like that. So, but as they were leaving court, I don't know if you caught this, but as Dennis and his attorney was walking out, Pugilis, I think is how it's
Pug.
Yeah, short for Pug. They were walking out of court, and Dennis came up with the idea of having a way to try to take superpowers away from the people who should not have them.
Yeah, and BT Dubs, Dennis does have too big of an ego.
Right. Yeah, and she's going. She looked at this and thought about it and said, well, is there a way to remove superpowers from people who shouldn't have it? So I guess that's going to be something that's going to come up in maybe the next few episodes.
6 episodes or so.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion. Right. So I was reading an article this morning in Entertainment Weekly. And I was just trying to understand, okay, well, why was Megan Thee Stallion a part of this episode? Why would she want to do this role in She-Hulk? So I read an article this morning from Entertainment Weekly, and apparently the scriptwriter, Jennifer Chow, I think her name is, had in her script that this character needed to be a woman who is very powerful. She's well known. She's a celebrity.
And is Megan Thee Stallion.
Well, it wasn't Megan Thee Stallion as of yet. They didn't know who it was going to be, right? So they wanted this character to be somebody who's very popular, who is, a very strong, tight woman. So when they're trying to figure out who they wanted to play for this role. Now, Jamia Jamil, who plays Titania, actually worked with Megan Thee Stallion on another series, an HBO Max series. I don't have the name right now. So
you probably couldn't say it live either.
No, it's not that. It's just I just don't remember the name of the series. But Jamila recommended Megan Thee Stallion to the writers, and they said, "Well, this is awesome. This is a great idea. Do you think she'd do it?" And they reached out to her people, Megan Thee Stallion, and turns out that Megan is actually a Marvel fan.
Did not know that.
Yeah, she's a Marvel fan. She's into the superheroes, and she immediately said yes, that she wants to do it, and that's the story. So this role was written not particularly for Megan, but she fit the character that they were looking for, and that's what happens, and that's how she showed up. All right. Now let's talk about the next scene. Now this is a very interesting scene. So now,
apparently we got a first look at the wrecking crew, and they don't look that violent here. They look like some shrimpy teenagers looking to pick a fight with somebody bigger than them.
Right. Well, let's set up the scene. So
basically, Jen is driving home. Right. It's dark out, and all of a sudden she walks past the bush, and this weird man jumps out, and they just to grab her from behind and puts her in a headlock, and she's like, "Oh wait, I'm She-Hulk," and then turns to She-Hulk and gives them all a good jump scare. And one of them actually tries to get her blood, but because she's She-Hulk, the needle just fractured.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So they were no match for She-Hulk. They ran away. They got into their truck. So what they were trying to do actually was trying to get a sample of Jennifer's blood.
Yeah.
Right. So one of them had a needle, right, and tried to inject it, and the needle broke, and they got nervous. They ran off, ran into their van, and one of the guys we know is named Thunderball, which is the name of one of the Wrecking Crew members, said, "No, I couldn't get it. Our boss is going to be mad," right?
Maybe Zemo. And yeah, by the way, it is the second time I've heard of a Marvel fan getting to join the show. And the funny part is, Marvelani actually was a fan of Miss Marvel.
Okay, so let's read.
She literally is Miss Marvel. Okay,
when you're responding to the comment, let's read the comment first, because I'm not seeing the comment before you. So can we just look at the comment that you were referring to? So that's okay. She's a Marvel fan too. Second time I've heard a Marvel fan getting to join the show first. Yes, right, exactly. Yep. Yes, thank you very much, Alex, for that. Yes. So, all right, let's stop here and talk about the Wrecking Crew a little bit. So the Wrecking Crew is actually from the comic books, right?
Yep.
Okay. And there's 4 of them. So there's Bulldozer, there's Wrecker,
who's the leader. There's Thunderball, then there's Pile Driver.
There's Pile Driver, right? It sounds like wrestling names, but
they are.
Well, in the comic books, they're superhuman, right? But in the episode,
they don't look superhuman. They look like they got some high-tech gear.
Right. And they don't look, yes.
They look like, once again, they look like shrimpy teenagers trying to pick a fight with somebody bigger than them.
Right. So apparently these are, or maybe, I think you mentioned it, that maybe at some point they may get their superpowers.
Yeah.
Right. But right now it looks like all they have are these weapons, like the wrecking ball
and a helmet.
Which,
man, why did you pick a helmet? You could have picked anything else. You could have got an enchanted wrecking ball, or some cool fists, or even like a super cool axe or whatever Wrecker had. Right. You picked the helmet.
Right.
It doesn't help you when you fall. It just hits you in the head even more.
Yeah, it's very unusual. So, like I said, this Wrecking Crew looks nothing like the Wrecking Crew in the comic books.
Put them side by side. I think you'll see.
Yeah, but one thing that we mentioned, that their boss, they referred to a boss. We know that in the comic books that the Wrecking Crew actually worked for Baron Zemo. They were a part of Baron Zemo's Masters of Evil. Now, if you remember Baron Zemo, he appeared in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? He was also the villain
probably to protect head injuries, though. That makes sense.
Yes. Okay. Probably got a helmet to protect himself from a head injury, I guess.
I'm sorry, that sounded like I was going on a completely unrelated tangent the way I said it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm like, part of bears equals masters of evil. Probably for head protection.
Charlie, how are you? Hello.
Hello, Charlie.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So the Wrecking Crew apparently is here, and one right. So I was saying that they're a part of Baron Zemo's Masters of Evil, right? And here's one more thing that is very interesting. So now, so far in She-Hulk, we've seen the Hulk, She-Hulk, Titania, and the Wrecking Crew. Do you know what they all have in common?
They all know each other?
Well, that, and what else? They
all part of Secret Wars.
Exactly. They're all part of Secret Wars, and we know that there's a Secret Wars coming out in the next few years. So interesting. How about that? So this is, this is intentional. So we'll see what happens. All right. So we want to just stop here and just actually mention to you and remind you about Podathon.
Yeah, Podathon 2022. All proceeds go directly to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. No third party involved.
That's correct. That's correct. And we are fortunate enough to be a part of Podathon this year. So we will be on the podcast. It starts at 9 a.m. It runs until 10 p.m. the same night, Saturday, September 17th. So please, if you have not donated to the Podathon, you can. If you go to thepodathon.com and you can donate there. And again, it is for a worthy cause. So we just wanted to just, have that PSA out there. All right. And we hope you would contribute and support this great organization.
And speaking of, speaking of donating, if you haven't already, please check out our Patreon page. We're hoping to get some people to show up because we really love doing podcasting, but we need your support because, we got to buy a lot of setup equipment, computers, software, cameras, microphones, lighting. Look at this new light set we got. Thanks to my mom. Let's give her a hand right now.
All right. Okay.
Clap that.
Yeah, I'm clapping. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we need your help to help us get even better stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Maybe some new stuff to put there.
Okay. All right. Let's finish up. So we got
a post.
Okay. So we have a post-credit scene, right? At the end. So Megan Thee Stallion, apparently she hires Jessica to be Jennifer to be her attorney. What that means, will we see Megan again appear in the series?
But I think it was just a one-off cameo.
Yeah, it could be.
You know what else is funny? The dancing.
Yeah, the dancing. They did dance at the end. I'm sure it was all over social media.
Yeah,
today.
we can't really bring it up, but you.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, Linda, thank you very much, Linda. Thank you for joining us. Okay,
hello.
let's go back and look at the comments. Just make sure that we haven't missed any.
No,
comments.
we got all.
We got all of our comments. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Oh,
all right.
Look. Look.
Marie.
There's a comment.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Wait, you're watching this at a restaurant?
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Wow.
All right. Let's look at the comments here. So at a restaurant now eating, but I will rewatch this later. You both are amazing. Keep on keeping on. Thank you so much for that, Charlie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fun post-credit scene. That's right. Exactly.
It was a hilarious post-credit scene.
Yes, it was a hilarious post-credit scene.
I think we all got a kick out of it.
Yes. All right. Pretty cool. Yeah, that was a fun post-credit scene. All right. So
I think we agreed on that.
That's it. Have we covered everything on this episode?
Yeah.
It was our overall thoughts. It was actually it was funny. It was light. But what I like about this series is giving you hints and clues as to hopefully what's to come. I like that appearance by the Wrecking Crew. I was very surprised to see them. I didn't know how they were going to pull off the look of the Wrecking Crew, but what they did was they just had
what else
a cast that just looks nothing like the Wrecking Crew in the comic books. Go ahead.
A man with a hard helmet and literally no powers.
There must be a reason for that. We'll find out. We'll figure that out.
My guy, if you were in a fight and you picked the hard helmet,
Mm-hmm.
you must have taken a hit to the head, and that's probably why you need the hard helmet.
Exactly.
Because why would you pick that? Why? You could have anything else, and you got a helmet?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. Don't make fun of the guy's helmet. It's all right.
I'm not making fun of the guy. I'm making fun of his helmet.
The helmet. Yes. All right. All right. So next week is September 8th, right? Which is also Disney Plus Day. So
yeah, Thor, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Some Cars stuff, I think.
Yeah.
It's all coming to Disney Plus on D-Day.
Right. And there's also an Obi-Wan documentary.
Yes,
behind
the
the
Jedi's
scenes.
Return.
Yeah. So that should be interesting.
I was hoping it'd be a show, but I'm like, nope, it's a documentary.
Right. So when we return next Thursday, we'll talk a little bit about Disney Plus Day, and then of course that weekend is D23. So we'll talk about that as well for next week. But I believe that's it. Let me see if there are any other comments.
LOL.
Yeah.
Perhaps he couldn't make the NFL.
Yes. So we have a question for you. What are you looking forward to regarding D23, which we were going to discuss next week, but we can discuss it right now.
No, let's not. Let's just hear some people's what do people think about?
Yeah, what do you think
D23?
What do you think is going to happen at D23? What are we going to see at D23? All right. Okay. So, if you can, let us know what you think, or you could leave it in the comments section. But I think that's going to be it for this episode.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's all for today.
All right. That is all. So again, we're looking forward to Thursday. Thursday's going to be pretty big. And that weekend, we're going to be watching to see what's dropping. There is a panel on Saturday. I believe Saturday is the 11th. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but there will be a Marvel 20th century slash
Saturday would be
Marvel.
The 10th, right?
Okay.
D-Day is on a Thursday.
Yeah, so it's going to be a
then
Lucasfilm.
Friday is the day. Yes, the 10th.
The 10th. Marvel slash Lucasfilm slash 20th century panel. So
20th century.
Yeah.
20th century.
Right.
20th century.
So we'll
Fox.
see. Exactly right. There used to be Fox. So we'll see what happens. Okay. But we'll talk about it next week. So thank you very much for tuning in for our spoiler review of episode 3.
Although I do want more information about Andor and other Marvel shows, because right now they got a pretty full slate, but I'd like to see some official trailers. Quantumania is coming up in a couple of months, so maybe like some concept art or something would be nice.
That would be.
We've already seen a little something to Cassie's new suit.
True, right?
Which just basically looks like the Wasp's outfit, but purple.
Yeah, good point. So Alex says, good question. I'm not sure, but I hope to see more information about Marvel shows or films. Maybe more information about Andor. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, and you're right. And Andor is coming in 3 weeks.
21st.
Yeah, the 21st. So
it's going to overlap with She-Hulk.
It will overlap with She-Hulk, but this is going to be exciting.
I don't know how we're going to do that. Do you want to roll the episodes up into one stream?
No, I do want to keep them separate. But we'll have to figure out how we're going to do it.
So wait, Andor comes out on Wednesdays, right?
Yes.
Then we do Andor streams on Wednesdays and She-Hulk streams on Thursdays.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll do that.
I don't know why I keep showing angry faces though. Oh, there's the heart.
Hi, Melissa. How are you? Thanks again. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Yeah, and then I recall on our first.
You're coming to us from all the way in Australia, right?
Yes. I recall in our first episode that we were talking to to you out there, and I saw many people recommend that we do a pre-show and/or pre-show. So we're going to put that together as well. So there's a lot going on this month. We can't wait to see what unfolds in the next few weeks, but we're excited, and we'll be back to do our live stream. All right. So thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. All right. This is a short one, but thank you as always. And you know where you can find us.
Yeah, you all know this. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify. Did I already say? I already said.
That's
Spotify.
fine. That's
Amazon
fine.
Music, Audible, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Podcast Addict, wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Fatherhood Galaxy. Check out our website, fatherhoodgalaxy.com. And like I mentioned, please donate to our Patreon page so we can keep making awesome content like this.
Yes. Thank you so much. And Alex says either way.
And our speaker page as well.
Yes. Either way, 2 live streams or 1, I'm excited. So are we, Alex. So thank you so much for that. So once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in. So until next time, take care. And we will see you again.